Greetings. It is Naya, one half of YPTV, aka Young Paperwork, and today I want to react to a clip with you guys that kind of inspired me, just kind of on the spot to make this video. I apologize if my thoughts are a little more disorganized than usual, and I hope that you guys will like, subscribe, comment, and join us on our journey here on YouTube and Rumble and eventually we'll be on TikTok and everything. But that aside, it's David Beckham and his wife Victoria Beckham. That was Posh Spice, if you like the Spice Girls back in the day. They're having. I think she was doing an interview or maybe recording something. I don't have the full context, but I'm not really here to judge what Victoria and David Beckham were doing or saying necessarily. I want to use this reaction as a launching point to talk about something that grinds my gears. And that is when people who are kind of nepo babies, or you were born well off, you were born wealthy, rich, whatever the case may be. And I'm tired of a lot of people who were born with a lot of resources pretending that they weren't. So let's react to it. Then I'll come back. We'll get into the meat and potatoes and talk about all the minutiae about this. So let's get right into it. All right, I got the video. Let me just begin and let's take a listen. So this is what I was talking about. I don't know if it's an interview or she's recording something, but she's like here. I don't know if this is their house, but here we go.
I just fancied him, and it was as simple as that. Yeah, I mean, I think also we both come from families that work really hard. Both of our parents work really hard. We're very working class.
Be honest.
I am being
Be
honest. I am being
What car
honest.
did your dad drive you to school in?
So my dad did.
No, one answer.
My dad.
What car was it?
All right, it's not a simple answer
What
because
car did you get your dad to drive you
it
to
depends.
school in? No.
Okay,
What
in the
car?
80s,
What?
my dad had a Rolls Royce.
Thank you.
And he just goes back in his room. Yo, I've never seen someone put their wife in check like that. But anyways, let's get back to the actual discussion I want to have. But that was a boss move. I respect it. Human beings can truly be disgusting, envious, and jealous creatures, right? And as a result of this, a lot of people just naturally have a intense hatred for the wealthy, for the rich, for the 10, 5, and the 1%. And there's a lot of things about that that I understand emotionally. I understand in an intellectual sense, but that's not it. That's not it. And I think as a result of that, it forces a lot of people who were, in a manner of speaking, for lack of better words, given everything they could ever need from the moment they were born because their parents were rich, they were doctors, lawyers, whatever the case may be, and they feel like they have to downplay that, like they have to struggle, like they had to have some like grind. And working class doesn't mean poor, by the way. It just means that you were like a blue collar. You might have done electricity is crazy. You're an electrician. You built roads, whatever. You put down bricks and stuff like that, like real manual labor, hardworking jobs in that sense. And I find that a lot of people who are rich, whether they're an influencer, a celebrity, an artist, and that can obviously be the same thing, they always try to act like they had absolutely nothing and every story is pretty much rags to riches, and I just don't think that's necessary. It's okay if you were born rich, if you were born wealthy, if you were born with a lot of resources. You should use those things to your advantage. There's absolutely no issue with that. And I think it's very disingenuous, and it pisses me off as somebody who works very hard for everything that he has, to see people who are given everything and act like they didn't do it. And don't get twisted. Even I have done this in like stupid and small ways, because sometimes it seems like it's cooler maybe to not have to to have worked really hard. So it's like, yeah, bro, like I had nothing, nobody. What did Kevin Hart say? One pillow, one bed, like like. But no, you did have help. You had friends, you had family, an environment that fostered certain skills that you were good at that helped you get to where you were at. Don't downplay that. Even if I like become super big, I'll never downplay my best friends, my mom and dad, my family, the people around me, my community who helped me get to where I am today. I'm not gonna come on some podcast and be like, bro, every day I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. Like, I'm not doing that. I just think it's completely unnecessary. And it's a little insulting for the people who actually worked extremely hard for everything they own. Whether that's a lot of things, a decent amount of things or enough things that they can live very comfortably and support their family. So this is for all the influencers and celebrities and all those people out there. Yo, if your dad was Michael Jordan and you're Michael Jordan's kid and you have a lot of resources, that's okay. Don't run from that. You could still make something of yourself. And just because like you had that, let's say, head start in the race, that doesn't mean your life is easy. It could be very difficult. I'm gonna say very difficult because I don't even understand that 'cause I'm not rich. But what I'm saying is, I don't think just being rich or wealthy means you have no problems. Maybe you still have a complicated family life. Maybe if your dad was an actor and you don't want to act, your dad is forcing you to be an actor, and that's causing some type of mental and psychological effects on you long term. I'm not unsympathetic to that fact. So I'm not trying to act like, oh, you were rich, your life was perfect. Don't ever complain or act like that. But don't lie and be like you were working class and you weren't. Now, just so you guys know, I'm a football guy. I know NFL. I mean, soccer. So I know what David Beckham came from. And I was around when they started dating because a couple of years after the fact, when he went to Real Madrid, that's when Ronaldo came and took his number and he came into Manchester United. So I kind of know the history, so I knew she was already well off, and that was Posh Spice. She was very young and very popular as a part of the Spice Girls, and a lot of people that I talk to say that that's their favorite Spice Girl. So, anyways, I'm not going to ramble and go on. You get the point of the video. It's simply frustrating and a little bit irritating to see people who are Nepo babies or whatever the case may be talk about, like, yo, I was working class, I was so broke, I was low class, and the whole time they were extremely wealthy. They were extremely well off, went to private schools, was traveling around the world, and things of that nature. It's unnecessary. It's uncool. Be real. Be authentic. Be honest. Like David Beckham said. You guys have yourself some mighty fine day. Like the video, subscribe again, and we'll see you in the next one. Top Guy out.